Good morning everyone. Welcome to Ujjwala IAS Academy. So we are trying to cover current affairs in the form of MCQs for helping you in the upcoming exam of UPSC Prelims 2020. So today we will discuss MCQs of 21st April. But before that, as always, you can download these PPTs from the link given in the description box below. Also, do take a pause when you see question on the screen, answer it first, then see the explanation part. And try to remember these MCQs. Do multiple revision of these PPTs. You can also join us on Telegram for PPTs updates. So work hard, be consistent, regularly watch our videos and try to get at least 7 questions correct out of 10. So let's begin our today's MCQs. So question number 1 is with reference to long-term repo operations. Statement first, LTRO is a tool to offer banks money for their credit needs ranging from 1 to 6 months. Second, LTRO helps RBI to ensure that banks reduce their marginal cost of funds based lending rate without reducing policy rate. So statement first is incorrect here, second is correct, so option will be B, that is second only. So recently it is in news because RBI has introduced targeted long-term repo operations, which is a tool to enhance liquidity in the system in the wake of COVID-19 crisis. But statement first is incorrect because LTRO supplies banks with liquidity for their 1 to 3 years needs, not months. Whereas liquidity adjustment facility, that is LAF, and marginal standing facility, that is MSF, only offer bank money for their immediate needs ranging from 1 to 28 days. But here it is for 1 to 3 years need. That's why it is long-term repo operation, because this amount is also given at the prevailing repo rate. So here banks get long-term funds at lower rates and their cost of funds fall and they reduce interest rates for their borrowers. Last statement we have already discussed in the question, so let's move on to the next question. Now question number 2 is with reference to invasive alien species. First, invasive alien species strictly refers to the plants and animals which move out of their native locations. Second, the species are more problematic in their land of origin as compared to other places. So here both the given statements are incorrect, so option will be D, none of the above. So invasive alien species include species of plants, animals and microbes as well, which move out of their native location into alien locations and cause economic, ecological and health damage. Also, all invasive alien species remain unproblematic in their land of origin, but when a species arrives at a new location, it escapes from the control of its natural enemies and its population explodes. So they are problematic in the locations where they are alien, not native. So in the present context, COVID-19 is an invasive species in India with a huge potential to reproduce exponentially, and since the host is devoid of immunity against the invasive pathogen and with no prior exposure to it and no antibodies, the body initiates a violent response against the new intruder, which can be life-threatening. Now question number 3 is with reference to Indian Rhino Vision 2020. Statement first, the mission aims to achieve at least 2,000 one-horned rhinoceros in India till 2020. Second, the IUCN status of one-horned rhinos is vulnerable. So here statement first is incorrect, second is correct, option will be B, second only. And statement first is incorrect because this mission was launched in 2005 and it aims to attain a wild population of at least 3,000 great one-horned rhino in Assam, not 2,000 just. And this vision is implemented by Department of Environment and Forest in Assam in participation with Border Autonomous Council, and it is also supported by World Wildlife Fund for Nature, India, International Rhino Foundation, US Fish and Wildlife Service. And recently the number of one-horned rhino in India has passed 3,600. And around 80% of Indian rhino population is concentrated in Kaziranga National Park, which is located in Assam, and the IUCN status is vulnerable. Now question number 4 is, which of the following organizations have released the World Economic Outlook recently? So its answer is International Monetary Fund. So option will be B. So World Economic Outlook is a biannual report. You have to focus on this word. It is a biannual, means it is being released twice in 1 year. And this report analyzes and predicts global economic development during the near and midterm. And recently it has predicted that COVID-19 is expected to cause a -3% change in global output in 2020, which is much worse than the 2008 financial crisis. India's growth is also expected to dip by 1.9% in 2020, but the exception is that the only region in the world will grow in 2020 is emerging Asia, which includes India, China, Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, Thailand and Vietnam. So India is also expected to rebound from a dip very soon. Now question number 5 is, which of the following countries is the leading producer and exporter of the drug hydroxychloroquine in news recently? So the correct answer is India. So option will be B. So currently India is a leading producer and exporter of the drug and is exporting it to US, Sri Lanka, UAE and other countries. And hydroxychloroquine is the anti-malarial drug that is used or is being used in the treatment of COVID-19. And the Bengal Chemicals and Pharmaceutical Limited is the only public sector undertaking, that is PSU, that produces the anti-malarial drug in the country, and it was founded by chemist and entrepreneur Acharya Praful Chandra Roy in 1909. Now question number 6 is, recently Federation of Indian Export Organization were in news. So consider the following statements. First, it is the apex trade promotion organization in India. Second, it was set up by Ministry of Commerce. Third, the organization is responsible for representing and assisting Indian entrepreneurs and exporters in foreign markets. Fourth, FIO also works in participation with academic institutions across the country. So here all the given statements are correct. So option will be D. And FIO is the premier body of all export promotion councils, commodity boards and export development authorities in India, and it provides a crucial interface between international trading community of India and the central and state government, financial institutions, ports, railways, surface transports and all other engagement in export trade facilities. Now question number 7 is, recently world oil demand was forecasted. So consider the following statement. First, world demand for oil will fall in the year 2020. Second, estimates are released by International Energy Agency. Third, the price of crude has fallen to 20%. As we have to find out incorrect one statement, so here the incorrect one statement is third. So option will be C. And statement third is incorrect because the price of crude has fallen over 60% since the start of the year. First, due to price war between Saudi Arabia and Russia, and now due to economic devastation by the virus. And while the cheaper energy can be helpful for consumer and energy-hungry businesses, however, it is below the production of cost, meaning the prices are falling so much that the cost of production is even higher, and that means it is eating away at the state finances of oil producing countries, and many of whom are relatively poor economies, and pushing countries to bankruptcy, and with broad limits on travel and business, many consumers are unable to take advantage of the low prices anyway. Now question number 8 is, recently Foreign Exchange Management Act 1999 was in news. So consider the following statement. First, it replaced the Foreign Exchange Regulation Act. Second, It enabled a new foreign exchange management regime consistent with the emerging framework of the World Bank. So here statement first is correct, the second is incorrect, so option will be A, one only. And statement second is incorrect because it will be inconsistent with the emerging framework of WTO, not World Bank. And FEMA is a regulatory mechanism that enables the RBI to pass regulations and the central government to pass rules related to foreign exchange in tune with the foreign trade policy of India. And FEMA is regulated by Finance Ministry. Now question number 9 is, recently National Air Quality Index was in use. So which of the following pollutant is not included under it? So here carbon dioxide is not included, but option is not given. Nitrogen dioxide is included, carbon monoxide is included, but correct answer is C, that is methane is not included. So both methane and carbon dioxide are not included under National Air Quality Index, and it was launched in 2014 to disseminate information on air quality in an early understandable form for the general public, and it includes 8 pollutants. Here is the list is given. You can read it out. Now question number 10 is, Tadova Tiger Reserve is located in which of the following state of India? So is it located in Gujarat, Telangana or Madhya Pradesh, or none of the above? So the answer is none of the above because it is located in Maharashtra. You can see in the map. Also various tiger reserves are also given in the map. You can check it out later. So that's all in our today's MCQ. Hope you guys are liking the lecture. And in the last you can see the topics which we have covered today. If you have any kind of doubt, you can revisit the video. Also you have to answer one of the question in the comment section, and the question is, where is the headquarter of IMF? If you know it, answer it in the comment section. If you don't know, please Google it. So please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon to get the latest update of the videos. Please like, comment and share the video. If you want to contact us, you can contact through the given details. We are always there to help you and to solve your genuine queries. Also, you can get the information regarding UPPSC examination and its test series. So stay safe, stay healthy, have a nice day and